everybody, it's Cole and
Hello.
Jamie Boling with the Boling Group at Keller Williams One Legacy Partners in Topeka. And today we're coming to you with our market update. So this is the Topeka real estate market update based on residential properties. This is for the month of September compared to year to date. So right now it's September 22nd, and we're going to give you the numbers up to date. So I'm going to let Jamie take it a little bit from there.
Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of do the meat and potatoes real quick. So overall, for the month of September so far, the average days on market for all homes sold is 13 days on average. The average list price is $191,051, and the average sold price is higher. So it's $191,203, which makes that a little over 100% sold to list price. There have been 153 homes sold so far this month as well. So kind of comparing that to the overall for year to date through Topeka, the overall average days on market was 12. So we're kind of up on 1 day for this month so far for the average days on market. The other interesting thing though is that the average list price for the overall year to date is $178,283. The average sold price is $173, and the sold to list price is 101%, for a total of 1,879 properties sold. So our days on market went up a day, but our overall average for September is up
Quite a bit, almost
quite a bit. Yeah,
$15,000,
15,000,
something like that.
11,000.
That's really fascinating because as we look at the numbers of the market, we've seen the market do this a lot more this year, going up. We're starting to see it come back down in terms of how many properties are selling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're selling at an average price being higher. However, our average total homes being sold right now is over 100 deals less than we were seeing in
the average,
March. Yeah, just as the average, because when we look at each month, because we do this, we look at each month over month, what's happening. Well, the trend right now is that the average sales price is starting to come back down, right? So we saw January, February at a point, and then we saw March, April, May going up, getting higher and higher. Mm-hmm. And then as we're looking at it right now, it's still really good. But what statistics are looking like is that October, November, December, January, February, we're going to start seeing that number trickle back down potentially into the low 170s. So if you are thinking about selling, right now is beyond a great time. The numbers tell the story. We are literally painting that as the picture for you guys so you can see what the exact trend is. So we like to give you guys these numbers and let you know that we are still in a really good market. It's a great time to sell. It's not necessarily that bad of a time to buy either, because what we have seen over the last couple of years is Topeka has been behind the rest of the country in terms of pricing, in terms of options. And with the prices where they are now, this will become the next wave of, the property values will stay up. We'll have a lot of different things that do happen over the next, 1 to 2 years where property values will stay up. But we don't know what the trend is that we're about to go down. So if you do see yourself needing to sell in the next 6 months, you might want to do it sooner than later, more than anything. Exactly.
And we wanted to break it down too by price points, different price points, so you can see those average days on market. So we have 0 to 49.99, $9.99, just all those different breakouts too, so you can see where your house would potentially fall, so you know where you need to be in line with, and what just kind of expectations, what to expect if you are thinking about selling. So
yeah, the sweet spot for Topeka is 150 to 250. If you have a property in that range, you have about 70% of the buyers, 60 to 70% of the buyers are typically living in that range. We have, we do see a large amount from 100 to 150, but generally speaking, we have well over 50%, 60% that do live in that 150 to 250 range. Mm-hmm. And so if you're in that market right now, your days on market is like 4. We got 5, 7, 9, 4 in that 1 to 300 range compared to the rest of the market.
It's still fascinating. I mean, you look down here at the 500 plus, and that's 36 days on average, and that's 3 properties. So stuff is still moving. It takes baffling.
So to explain this and what market we're in is it takes 90 to 120 days to get to a balanced market. So let's say the average days on market is 85. Technically, that's still a seller's market. If we get to 90 to 120, we call that a balanced market. So a balanced market means it's really not bad for either side of the table. It's really maybe not great for either side of the table on the buying and selling side. When we get to 120 beyond, it is absolutely a saturated market. It's great for buyers. They can get deals at unbelievable prices, which is what we saw in 2008, 2009. We will not see that again. We will not see for a very long time a market where the buyer can walk in and pretty much pick whatever they want. Probably in the next, it'll be well over 10 years, in my estimation, based on inventory, based on opportunities, based on growth, based on current numbers and where we're headed, and then what the lending is doing on the back end to help people refinance and stay in their homes longer. It's very unlikely we'll ever get to a point where you can cherry pick a house like you used to be able to. So still a great time to sell, not actually a bad time to buy either. We've seen the multiple offer situations come down. They're not as competitive as it has been, which is great. We still are in multiple offer situations. We're doing one right now. It is still happening. And we listed a house this week and sold it within an hour. I mean, there's a lot of different things like that are happening for our sellers and for our buyers, and we're still getting homes for people. So that's our market update. Do you want to add anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All
Just
right.
wanted to bring you some numbers so you can see it for your reference.
Yep. This is Cole and Jamie Boling with the Boling Group at Keller Williams Realty, and we look forward to working with you and hope you hire us because we do stay on top of the market. See ya.
Bye.